Look at this. Compost from my chicken run compost bed. It's beautiful. Hey there, Sharon Peterson here, and welcome. I am sifting through my compost today, so I just thought I would show you what I do. This is my in the chicken yard compost bin. All I did was I built a square. I'll take the camera and show you a better image, but I just took sorry, we're in the chicken yard, so you're gonna hear lots of noise. I just took cinder blocks, I made a square, and then I throw scraps in there, I throw lawn clippings in there, I throw, residue from the garden in there, just all of the things that I want to compost goes in there. Now, I have heard some people say this is not truly composting, but you know what, it gets hot, my chickens scratch through it, they eat a lot of it, but a lot of it gets composted. Of course, they're pooping in there, and so that adds to it. I don't know why you wouldn't call it compost, but I call it chicken composting. I don't know. But it's giving me beautiful stuff. So let me grab my camera and I will just go ahead and show you a close-up. Actually, our chicken yard is, I don't know if you can tell, it's just a small area here. My chickens do free range, and so they're not in here all the time, but they're penned in here. In the evening they get locked into their coop. But it's just set up between my greenhouse over here. We just put a gate across. The guineas are going to join us. And then this here is just one of those storage containers, one of those shipping containers that we use as a shed to put our storage in. And so let me grab my camera here and I'll show you what I got going with my chicken compost. Okay, all right then. So as I said, over here is our storage container. My greenhouse is on this side. We just put gates up here, and then behind me there's another one. And this is our chicken yard. So here is my little bin. This rooster is, his name is Wyatt, because I kept forgetting what kind of breed he was. He's a Wyandotte, and I feel a little sorry for him. We have two roosters, and this guy's not the boss. But anyway, you can see all I did was pile up some bricks. The compost is not deep right now, but at one point I had to put an extra border around it because the material was getting up higher. It's all composted down and compacted, and the chickens have eaten a bunch. Over here, I'm taking a wheelbarrow. I'm shoveling what I've got in here onto this this screen. It's not really screen. It's welded wire, the little squares, and pushing it all through, and then taking whatever doesn't stick and throwing it back in the compost bin. This is just a panel that my husband made. I have it sitting on a wheelbarrow, throw it on top, the little stuff falls through, and then the big stuff gets thrown back in a pile. So this panel works really, really well. We didn't actually build it for this purpose, and so I'm not sure how big it is there. But if you build one of these, if you decide to build something like this, put some kind of a support in the middle, because the weight of the dirt does kind of push down on it, and it's kind of bending it. And so I just took an old stock and given it a little bit of extra support. Super easy to build. This is what I'm getting underneath. It's beautiful. Let's see if I can do this. Look at this stuff. This is all, I'm going to top off a bunch of containers that I'm getting ready to put in my greenhouse. I'm getting ready to plant some things in my greenhouse. So that's what that is going to be used for. You can see in here, there's still a lot of scraps left in here. There's overgrown okra, coffee filters, sticks, banana peels, flowers, whatever. That's what's in there. So this works for us. Okay, so this is the bin here, and all I'm doing is I'm going to take shovels full of this, throw it on my screen over here, use my hands and just kind of rub it through. All of the scraps just get thrown back into the bin in the corner, and I'm just going to work my way through the whole bin. This stuff is beautiful. Let's see if I can get a close-up here. This is what I've got. I am actually getting ready, let me climb over everything here, to put this in some pots in my greenhouse. I'm getting ready to plant some things. I'm going to see if I can get an extended season with some cold weather crops in there. So that is my purpose today. So Chicken yard compost. It's really pretty easy. Use whatever you have to make a bin. I just happen to have a whole bunch of cinder blocks laying around, and so that's what I used. You might want to use boards, you might want to use pallets. I suggest, let me put this down here. I would suggest putting it to where you're close to the fence, where when you're walking by and you got stuff in your hand, you can just throw it over the fence and get it in the compost bin. Convenience is really nice and it makes it easy. I'm finding all kinds of stuff in here. I found worms, which is a really good thing. The worms, I just went ahead and threw in the wheelbarrow because it'll go out in my garden or wherever I'm going to use the compost. I'm filling up some pots in my greenhouse. And then I did find one grub that went to the ducks, but I only found the one, and so that's a good thing. Earlier in the year when I pulled some out to sift, I just had a little project that I wanted to do. I was finding black soldier fly larvae, and so that was kind of exciting. So I may end up creating a black soldier fly larva bin. I don't see any today, but yeah. So chicken yard compost, it works, it's easy. The chickens like to scratch through it and gives them something to do. So give it a try, and I hope this was helpful. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.